Well, let us enjoy this time to just consciously settle, and I'll invite us with the support of a blanket and a bolster, if it's available, just to encourage the spine and the core of the body to ground. And just come down nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra. And can we allow just gentle movements through the neck, releasing any holding, gently checking into the body. And bringing the soles of the feet together, let us invite space into the hips and the lower back. And can you allow the arms to turn open alongside the body? Feeling the base of the spine, the base of the neck, comfortable and balanced. Let us arrive fully into this moment through feeling the body. Let us notice sensations on the skin. How do the hands and the feet feel? Let us notice and pay attention to how the body feels. Let us practice non-judgment, choosing not to label how we feel in the body. Can we welcome the body in this moment as it is, with kindness, the sense of care? With curiosity and with awe, let us observe the body. Before we begin, allow our awareness to feel the breath through the body. And you may feel the diaphragm, the whole abdominal space relaxing as you're breathing out. And you may feel the chest and the lungs expanding, just energizing whole upper body with the breath as you breathe in. A soft, slow exhalation through the mouth, sigh of release. And a gentle, natural flow of the in-breath through the nose, energizing. You may like setting an intention, a higher intention to guide our mindful practice. An intention for well-being, an intention for our loved ones. And you can take time to stretch out the arms. And yawn as you naturally stretch out the legs. Just releasing and expanding the body. And then spend a few moments on the side, just laying and resting. And very slowly, let's find our way to just bring the spine up very gradually to seated. I'll take this time to welcome everybody, just acknowledging that we're present and taking this time for our inner wellness. And I'm looking forward to share this very essential seated practice where we will open up and strengthen the pelvis. Some standing postures to energize and to awaken the core of the body. And that'll be our preparation for our main theme of the practice, which will find a deep grounding and relaxing quality into some forward extensions seated. So let us begin. If you do have a support to sit on during the practice, it'll be a nice way to extend the spine very functionally forward, and perhaps a belt. It could be a towel. Those supports will be nice to have nearby if it's available. So let us begin. Sitting up nice and tall. And how does it feel to raise your seat? Can you feel a natural release of the pelvis to tilt forward? And let us use the strength of the arms to open the spine, open across the chest and the lungs. Just with soft eyes gazing forward. And throughout the postures, grounding into body and breath awareness. And let us take an open stance of the feet. And how does it feel to sit right on the edge of your support? Inviting a micro bend into the knees. Can you feel a nice release to the hamstrings? And even deep into the pelvis. And release gently forward as you bend the knees. And can we find strength through the mounds of the feet? With an exhalation, we can turn open palms. And an upward reach to energize the shoulders, the upper back. Inhale to reach open as an option. And I'll offer options through the practice to allow you to personalize your practice. Notice what the body needs this morning. And let us respond. So an open reach could be more relaxed. You could choose to close your reach, linking the thumbs. And how does it feel to turn your thighs gently inwards? Can you use the strength of your legs to energize the feet and the arms, to open the spine? to energize the core of the body here as we breathe. And with an exhalation, we can allow the hands to settle, supporting the underside of your knees. We'll take the soles of the feet as comfortably close to the base of the spine. So as we arrive here in Baddha Konasana, this bound angle position, you can choose to hold onto your feet, choose to hold onto your shin bones, even explore. How does it feel to reach the hands behind you? So find a position that brings most length and freedom into the spine, extending upwards. And can we allow the shoulders, the neck, and the face to be quiet, quite relaxed? Now I'll invite us to energize the feet together. How does it feel to press firmly the feet together, the bottom edge of the feet? And we strengthen and activate the outside of the hips, the glutes, the sacral band. And as we breathe with the strength of the outside of the hips, can we encourage the groins, the inner thighs to open, to release? And with an exhalation, we can gently support the knees. And I'll invite us to very mindfully come to standing. We'll begin aligning the feet for mountain pose. You can choose to have your feet apart, your hip distance, or the feet together. Can we energize the arches of the feet and the heels to ground down? How does it feel to soften at the knees? Can you energize the spine? And allow the arms to actively reach down alongside the body. Feel stable and grounded through the alignment of the feet and the spine. And with an exhalation, we can interlace fingers. Turn palms open as you exhale. Inhaling to raise your reach. And let us energize and open through the sides of the body. And you invite the shoulder blades to gently lift. And can you feel the spine open and decompressing? As we strengthen the arms, let us soften our gaze here. And then on the exhalation, releasing hands level to the heart. And turning the palms open. Just moments to feel. To embody the awareness of the practice. And I'll invite us to lightly step, or you can gently jump with softness in your joints. So an open reach. Can we reach into the fingertips to energize the shoulders? And let us check into the feet. How does it feel to face the feet forward? And we broaden across the spine as we energize the arms and the legs. We'll find strength in the left foot slightly in. Let us turn the whole front leg open. Inhale to center, lengthening through the sides, and exhale as we extend down into triangle pose. Let us feel grounded through the mounds of the feet, rooting down. Can we strengthen and energize the legs, the hips? Let us lengthen through the sides of the body as we turn open the chest, turn open your gaze. And energize the body to rise up as you inhale, lifting the spine, feet facing forward. The right foot slightly in for stability. And let us turn the whole front leg open. Inhale to center, to lengthen through the sides, and then exhaling as we extend over triangle pose. And you may like to gaze down just to observe the strength and the stability of your feet. Can we draw strength into the outside of the hips and the lower back? And let us lengthen and turn the spine. If it's comfortable to reach your top arm and your gaze gently to the thumb as a point of focus. And use your inhalation to rise up, centering the feet. And a few moments here in mountain pose to balance, to ground. Consciously pay attention to how the body feels. And for the next practice, I'll invite us to have the blocks in reach. It's a nice way to tie into creating length and in turn opening up the pelvis and the spine. So let us begin this practice of half moon. Here in mountain pose. Exhale to ground. Inhaling, we can step or jump nice and broad with our stance. The left foot slightly in, the whole right leg to turn open. Inhale, let's center the spine. And exhaling over to extended triangle once again. Let us feel grounded through the mounds of the front foot. And exhaling, we'll settle into side angle. Can you extend your strength and stability all the way down the back leg to the outer edge of the back foot? We can reach forward and gently back as far as it's comfortable. And to keep our center of gravity and balance, stepping in gently, begin to raise the back leg. And can you use the support of the block to lengthen and turn open the pelvis, the spine, the chest. Find a soft, steady gaze to ground and to balance. And feel the big toe mounds of your standing leg rooting, giving stability into the pose. On an exhalation, we will find a nice wide stance as you lower the top leg or side angle. Inhale as we straighten the front leg for triangle. And inhale to raise the center. And then inhale, you can again take a nice wide stance. Broaden and open the spine, the chest. The right foot now slightly in for strength. Let us open the whole front leg. Inhale to center and to lengthen. Exhaling into extended triangle. Let us ground the top hand as leverage to turn open the spine. And we can exhale, bending into side angle. Can we feel the strength of the feet? And gently reach as far forward and just slightly back behind your foot. And slowly center our gravity forward. Let us root through the mounds of the front foot. And gently inhale to raise the top leg in line with the hip. We can feel the support of the block giving length and space to turn the spine. Turn open the pelvis. And we turn open the chest and the lungs as we consciously breathe. And on an exhalation, slowly down. We can take a wide stance for our side angle. Inhaling through triangle. And rising up with the strength of your legs. Let's center the feet. And gently back to mountain pose. Just enjoy moments as part of the vinyasa as we notice and embody any sensations. For the next practice, I'll invite us to have some support to energize the spine. And I'll show us from this side. We'll work into a standing back extension. So let us begin in mountain, finding your balance, energizing the spine to extend and to lift. And with hands on our waist, let us part the feet as wide as the edge of the mat, or a little bit wider than your hips. Inhale to lengthen through the front line of the body. Gently raising the gaze. And with an exhalation, we'll lead with extension through the sides of the body. This will be our first stage of our back extension. How does it feel to raise your elbows? Can you lift open the chest and the lungs? Lengthen through the front of the spine. And then the hands beneath us. We can further find strength into the arms, the shoulder blades, and the upper back. Can we raise open the front of the body? And we'll practice conscious breathing here in this energizing back extension. The heart and the lungs are open as we breathe. Okay, and then exhale to support the lower back. Inhale to rise. And to reach, if it feels comfortable, the arms to lengthen through the sides. Exhaling hands to heart center. Okay, and with the next practice, we'll approach the standing back extension the same to energize and to lengthen the spine. This time I'll invite us to stand if you like to align your feet on the back edge of the mat. You can find a nice balance to part the feet wide. How does it feel to Face the feet forward. And balance the weight on our feet. Grounding down, let us inhale and lengthen. Exhaling, we'll slowly extend the spine, energize the spine here as we raise the chest, raise the elbows. Can we invite length to the front line of the body? And then grounding hands beneath the shoulders. Inhale to energize the spine for our back extension. And then exhaling, find stability in your heels and your hips, rooting back. Let us reach to lengthen through the sides of the body, extending the spine. And can you allow the head, can you allow the heart to deeply settle? And gently we'll gaze forward and slowly raise the spine with an in-breath. We'll energize the spine up for our back extension. Walking the feet closer. Exhaling, we can stabilize, hands to the waist. Inhale to rise as you're ready. Reach if you like to raise your palms as a variation to lengthen. And then exhaling, hands to center. Just take moments to feel, to consciously pay attention and to notice sensations in the body. And gently allow the head and the neck to release down. I'm going to invite us down onto our knees. For the next practice, it would be a nice support to have a block or a blanket to sit on. I'll show us from the sides the position of the legs. You can come gently onto your knees. You can feel free to put some support, a blanket, or something soft if you need under the knees and the ankles. And as you feel ready to step the right leg over, you'll center the knees and part your feet wider than the center so we can gently ease back, sitting on a block or two. Just check in with the balance and the level of your hips. With our right leg on top, just find moments to let the hips settle. Let us feel grounded through the sitting bones. We'll turn the whole right arm inwards. So from the shoulder, feel an inward reach and an inward rotation. The top arm you can turn up and open, a full outward rotation, and let us reach to lengthen. Exhale. You'll release the palms towards your center. You can hold on to clothing, hold on to your fingertips. Let us create space in the sides. Let us create space in the upper back, and the collarbones. And feel the breath energizing the lungs and the spine as we inhale. Feel an expansion. Exhaling, And we release any holding in the hips, in the spine, in the shoulders. And then slowly unwind as you feel ready to exhale, opening your palms. And let us come to ground onto our hands, gently shifting the weight. Be gentle on your knees, just to unfold the legs. And then we'll change over the cross, the left leg now over, the knees to align at center. And let us part the feet as wide as the edge of the mat, so we have space to very gently sit back between the feet. So the pose is known as Gomukhasana, cow face pose. It's really lovely to balance the hips and the sacrum, bringing strength and freedom into the pelvis. So find your balance, find your grounding through the sitting bones, even if it means sitting a little higher, maybe a second support, a second blanket or block, just to find your comfort. And take your time to turn the whole left arm inwards, reaching for the middle of your spine. The top hand, the right arm can turn all the way in outward rotation. Reach to lengthen as you breathe in. And then exhaling, hands to center. So find space, find freedom in the sides of the ribs, the chest, and the upper back. Let us breathe in to expand and to energize and to open. Breathing out, can we release any holding, any tension in the joints? And then very slowly you can unwind the reach as you exhale. Turn open palms. And let us counter stretch the legs. We'll extend the legs out into our staff pose, Dandasana. So I trust everybody's comfortable. We should feel nice and warm and grounded in the body. And we'll begin a gentle twist. So from this seated staff pose, you can fold your left ankle and your feet both to the right side of your hips. So a little wider than your hips, so you can adjust your seat gently over to find balance once again in the sitting bones. Find balance in the hips. And as we root down, let us rise and lengthen up through the spine and the sides of the body. You may like to turn your palms open as an option to reach the hands, inhaling to lengthen, to reach. Then exhaling, you could reach a support behind you, turning away from your feet over to the left side. Inhale to lengthen through the sides of the body, creating space, creating extension through the spine. With the in-breath and on the out, on the exhalation, let us soften any holding, any tension. And then slowly to center as you exhale. Just take moments to pause and let us notice sensations in the spine. You can counter stretch the legs through our staff pose, finding center. And let us fold the feet on the left side of the body. So the outside leg will gently rest on top. The inside leg rests beneath. And find some space so the feet are a little wider than your hips. Find that your hips can settle to balance and to feel level. And as we root down through the sitting bones, let us invite length as we raise up the spine, creating length through the sides of the body. And you may like to turn open your reach, exhaling. And inhale, an option to reach your arms up, to lengthen equally through the sides of the body. And we'll turn open as you exhale. Reach a support behind you. And the hands and the breath. And give direction to lengthen and to lift the spine. As you inhale, let us invite space. And gently exhale as you turn your gaze, turn the spine to unwind, to release any tension in the upper back. And just gentle breaths through the body. Gentle awareness to be present with how we feel. Is there room to let go and to soften more as you breathe out? And we release the spine gently. And then on our next exhalation, you can find center. Let's take moments to intentionally feel and notice the spine. Notice sensations on the skin. And allow the head and neck to release. And let us counter stretch, just releasing and relaxing out the joints. And as we prepare for our main integration with some gentle forward extensions, I'll invite us to find a comfortable seat on a blanket or a bolster. And let us have our straps or support in our reach. We can come to sit right on the edge of the support and even adjust your sitting bones and your glutes gently wide. And let us find strength through the mounds of the feet and the hands activating. And we energize the arms, the legs into the core of the body. And let us bend up the right leg. Bring the sole of the foot onto the inner thigh. And let us turn towards the center of the straight leg. We can inhale and raise the belt to lengthen, to energize the spine. And exhaling, let's reach to create space, to extend and to almost energize the spine like a seated back extension now. Can you straighten your arms? How does it feel to raise the spine and the chest open? Let's bring the shoulder blades a little closer to the spine. And with this energizing and open quality of a back extension, let's lead with the heart open. Keep the length in the sides of the body as you exhale, and just find your range with this conscious alignment. How does it feel to raise your elbows? Can you allow the head and the heart to gently rest? And then with an inhalation, we'd rise up. We'll come up halfway. Exhaling to center. And we can relax our joints. We can come to our neutral position here in staff pose. So you can readjust your seat right onto the edge of the support. We'll bend up the left leg now. Feel that the sole of the foot is inside of your thigh. And you can relax that bent knee gently open. And let us turn our spine and our chest towards the straight leg as you feel ready to inhale and reach to lengthen. Exhaling the hands, we can support around the mounds of the feet and use the length of the belt to our advantage to further lift and to open the spine as you inhale. How does it feel to strengthen and straighten your arms? Can you access the strength of the shoulder blades? To open and to energize the upper part of your spine, the heart to open. And then exhaling would lead forward with the heart. Let us lengthen through the sides. And how does it feel to lift your elbows? Can you allow the head and the heart to rest? And then inhaling to rise up. We'll come up halfway lifted. Exhale to center. And just take moments to feel, to ground. And we'll do one more forward extension. So in this variation of our deep forward seat, I'll invite us to take a wide stance of your feet. So you can bring your feet as wide as the edge of the mat. And you can have your belt nearby to support you. Your hands at first can rest alongside you. Feel the strength of the arms, energizing and opening the spine. And you can inhale to raise, to reach, lengthening and energizing up through the sides of the body. As you exhale, the supports could rest on the mounds of your feet. And let us give us space to straighten the arms, lengthen the spine through this back extension. And as you bring your shoulder blades gently into the spine, and we open the chest. And then with an exhalation, Lead forward with the heart open. Just being mindful of this alignment of your spine. How does it feel to raise your elbows? And can you allow the heart and the head to release, to rest? And then allow the inhalation to energize the spine to lift, slowly inhaling. Gently to center, exhaling. You can allow the spine and the joints of the body just to release. Let us relax into feeling the body, consciously perceiving the body. And I'll show us from the side a nice open twist. So as you feel ready, you can take a nice wide stance of the legs. Bending up the left knee. So you'll have a nice open angle of your feet and your straight leg. Inhale, we can raise and lengthen through the sides as you reach your left arm, creating space. And let us exhale and turn open. We'll turn gently away from the bent knee. Feel the eyes are level to the ground and gently quiet. And can we feel the breath energizing and relaxing the spine as we consciously embody the breath? And then exhaling as you're ready to unwind to center. You can relax the legs nice and wide. And bend up the right knee, keeping that wide angle of your feet. You can find our strength to energize the spine through the feet rooting, through the mounds. And let us inhale and raise and lengthen through the right side of the body. Exhale as you turn open, a nice open and spacious twist. Can you feel the eyes are level to the ground? And let us balance the spine as we consciously inhale and exhale. And then slowly to find your center. You can just unwind the spine and relax and release the joints. And let us enjoy moments to consciously pay attention to the body with kindness, with awareness. And very slowly, I'll invite us onto our knees. We'll take a nice restorative hero pose. You may like to support your joints. So maybe a blanket under the knees or the ankles. If you have a blanket or a bolster, it may be nice to have the support in our reach. How does it feel to bring your big toes together? And your knees are just slightly apart, your side body, like your shoulder width. And let us lengthen forward. You should feel energized and open through the spine. Now let's rest into that space, that awareness that we've created in the body. Can you allow your forehead to gently rest on the edge of your support? And let us allow the shoulders to deeply soften with the support, with this restorative moment. Gently exhaling, and we soften. And you can gently take your gaze forward and very slowly you can raise the spine, or gently. And for the inversion practice, we'll have a nice support. You could use a bolster or a blanket, like centered in your mat. And it will be a nice relaxing support. This bridge pose is very relaxing, not only for the joints and the connective tissue of the body, but it also supports the nervous system to relax. So we'll have the blocks as a way to feel quite supported. You can come down with your knees bent when you feel ready, just lying over the top of the bolster. Feel that the support can lift the back ribs and the spine to gently open. And you may like to adjust your shoulder blades a little deeper into the back. Feel the heart is inverted and open. And can you allow your arms to rest? And the legs will reach out quite actively. So you can find that strength and stability from the feet into the lower back, all the way into the core of the body. So allow the breath to take us deeper and deeper into being embodied, being grounded in the body's awareness. Just feel the head and the neck is centered and allow the head to rest. Allow the throat and the cheeks and the jawline to become quiet and soft. And as we embody the breath fully, just feel the energizing quality of the breath in, expanding and opening the chest and the lungs. Know that you're breathing in. And the releasing, relaxing quality of the exhale. Know that you're breathing out. At any point your back feels the need for more support, you can choose to bend up your knees, grounding the feet to the mat. We'll just enjoy a few more breaths here. And then as you feel ready to transition to our relaxation, you can very slowly keep your spine still, bending up your knees. You can go on gently sliding the bolster down the back. And let the spine settle vertebra by vertebra. You can allow the spine to settle. You may like to support the head and the neck for our final relaxation. This way the neck and the muscles, the relaxation nerves around the neck can start to fully decompress. You may like to move the head from side to side just to feel the neck is balanced. You can choose to cross your legs on the support of the bolster. Keep your knees bent upright as a nice way to release the lower back. Or if you feel comfortable for fully relaxing the legs outstretched, I'm going to take these last few moments for our Shavasana. Opportunity to deeply rest the body. Knowing that as we rest, we restore, we rejuvenate the body, the mind, and restore our nervous system to a harmonious balance. So let's give ourselves permission to let go and to surrender to this practice of relaxation. And in each moment, let the body's awareness and the breath's awareness keep us very present, at the same time completely restful. Just keeping the eyes and the spine quite still. Let us bring hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intentions. Our intentions for well-being, our intentions for our loved ones. Let us close the practice with some vocalization. I'll invite you to feel the sound ah, the pelvic floor. Ooh, resonates the diaphragm. And the close sound relaxes the temples all the way to the crown of the head. So if you're comfortable to vocalize, it's a powerful tool of being very present in the body. Let's breathe out. We'll breathe in to feel the sound through the body. Excuse me. Gently feel into the heart space. Be guided by our intentions in each moment. And let us slowly move about the hands and the feet. You can begin stretching the arms and the legs. Let us yawn to expand and to awaken the body. Hugging the knees if it feels a good release. You can massage your spine from side to side. And let us spend some time on the side of the body, just laying and feeling quite rested. And keep the spine, the eyes quite quiet as you come up slowly. And I'll invite us the last few moments for a comfortable seat. You can choose to sit supported, or you can sit grounded. And just open the spine. Let us open the body to be receptive. Feel the body receptive to sensations and to breath. And as we return in each moment to feeling the body and the awareness of the breath, let us consciously listen. Let us kindly receive the body in this moment as it is. We can allow our heads to gently bow down, relaxing the neck and the face. You can slowly open your eyes when you're ready.